Oh, hello.
I'm calm. Hi. Hello.
It's Charming Disaster, and we're here with you for the quarantine live stream. We are so glad to be here.
This is the Mad Hatter edition, or just the Hatter?
It's the Hatter, the Millinery edition. I feel like the camera's a little high. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, you can just tilt the whole thing instead of that.
All right.
There we go. But we need
no,
the
it's
height.
true. Well, your hat is very tall. I feel like this is kind of geared toward your hat. And...
It won't last long.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Hello, Mike and Fred and Greg and Kim and Sierra and Misty and Sarah and Connie. If you are new to the quarantine live stream, let us know that you're new and let us know where you're tuning in from, because it's nice to imagine all the places that we aren't going at the moment. Eve and Katie and Matt and Joe and Carrie and Tim and Catherine and Josh. So many wonderful familiar names that we have grown to love over the last year. If you're tuning in on Facebook, we invite you to take this moment to share this stream, share it, hit the share button, and tag your friends, get people to join the party. Oh gosh, more people are tuning in. We see Karen and Justin and Carol and oh yes.
Oh, excellent.
All right. Yes, everybody seems to be getting shots now, more and more. And if you've gotten a shot, let us know that as well, because it's nice to. It's just encouraging to like.
It is. The more people get it, the better it is for everyone. Cool. So you might notice that I'm wearing some sort of mantilla hat.
Oh, I didn't notice. I just thought that was your hair or hairstyle.
It's a weird hair day, but I need this to feel special.
You are special. Well,
let's also talk about our pinkness.
Oh yes. Well, it's spring, y'all. Spring. And it's coming. It's still, the weather's still a little iffy. Like I've got the thermal tights back on again today, but spring is in the air. Easter is around the corner. Pinks. Yeah. This is like a head to toe kind of situation.
Yeah, we went all out. Ellie got this beautiful pink dress, and she convinced me to get a pink tuxedo.
It was not hard to convince you.
Oh yeah, any excuse to get anything.
Now, if you are joining us and you're new to the quarantine live stream, this is a donation-based concert. What is a donation-based concert? I'm going to give you a little room because you're like over there. A donation-based concert means if you are able to contribute financially to support this show and our music, here are various ways to do that. There's Venmo, there's PayPal. You can get a virtual ticket. There's CashApp, which we're told is only used by money launderers, but we got some last week. Yeah, so if you're a money launderer and you're here with us, like great,
some extra clean money, send it our way if you want.
And the other thing is we have Bandcamp, which is where you can get our music and merch, and it's Bandcamp Friday today, which means that all the money you spend on Bandcamp goes directly to the artists.
And if you're not in a position to share right now, that is fine. This is our gift to you, so that it's most important that you're here with us this evening.
Yes, and it means so much to us that you're all here with us, and that this sort of community has gotten built around.
Did you see this is feathers? Did you notice that these are peacock feathers?
Show us. Get up close with that.
These are real peacock feathers, I think.
Real peacock feathers.
Maybe not real, but. And this is a little pin.
Yeah, I'm really digging the shirt. The
eBay
ruffles. Wow.
Anyway.
I
didn't mean to throw you off.
Oh, you didn't. Easter is nearly upon us.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Easter.
Yeah, well, I feel like you should talk about Easter because I talked
being
about
a good Catholic.
Yeah, being a good Catholic, and I talked about Passover last week.
Yes, well, today's Good Friday, but everyone knows that Easter comes from the word Osiris, which is the ancient name of Easter in Germany when the Egyptians ruled over Europe, and they had their base in Germany. Osiris is resurrected from the dead by Isis, which is today we celebrate the symbols of like chocolate and hats and the Ankh. hats or bonnets, which comes from
the French bonnet,
which means small rabbit, obviously. And we're also very, small rabbits and bonnets are very important in the Easter tradition.
mm-hmm.
So,
which we will discuss in more detail later in the show with our guest, artist and milliner, Susan Saas, who we're very excited to introduce.
And this is
to.
one of her creations, I believe.
Yep, this is also one of her creations. I love this hat. I think
it's going right to my brain.
Yeah.
It's like an antenna.
Yeah, are you getting any signals or
something? Cross signals, definitely.
Anyway, let's kick off the show with our opening divination ritual. I'm going to draw a tarot card, which will tell us a little bit about what's in store.
We have chosen the Two of Pentacles.
Ooh. Two of Pentacles. A little out of focus, but you can still see the magnificent hat being worn by this juggler or whatever he's
frisbee
doing.
Thrower.
Yeah.
Yes. Navigating uncertainty with aplomb and a hat.
Well, should we play them a song? Oh, yes. I have to get my ukulele out and tune it. Remember how last week the theme was not being ready?
It's always a recurring theme that we have. But I think people are so dazzled by our pinkness.
I'm dazzled by it. I feel like this is going to be like a new
thing.
This is the new world order now.
Pink goths. Something that.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
My prom dress was exactly this color. And I loved that thing. It's still hanging in my parents' closet. In fact, I brought that to her.
Oh, yes.
With this color, pink velvet strapless to the floor with like curtain swags and like pink crinoline sticking out. I bought it for, I don't know how, it couldn't have been more than like $30 at the Mount Vernon Salvation Army. And
did you wear a hat?
I didn't wear a hat, but I had a sort of a bright pink wig that I wore with it for the prom, and it was a really good ensemble. But pre-prom, I wore it for Halloween the previous year, and I was a dead prom queen, so I got a lot of use out of it. And this makeup technique was probably born around then.
So speaking of hats, I wonder if other people out there are wearing hats. We mentioned to folks to wear their hats for today.
Yeah, if you're wearing a hat.
Yeah, let us know somehow.
Yeah, well, so you can't put photos in the chat stream. So you need to describe your hat. I would say in 5 words or fewer.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if people take up that challenge.
I mean, if 5 words isn't enough because it's like a particularly magnificent or complex hat, like, use your judgment. But think of it as like a haiku, like sort of form.
I love it. Hopefully 5 words will not be enough to describe your hat.
Okay, well, I feel like we should take the challenge ourselves, though. Okay. How would you describe what you're wearing in 5 words or less?
I would describe I am wearing...
Or should we describe each other's?
Oh, yeah. Let me describe yours.
Okay.
I see. A pointy beak, felt, sassiness.
Okay.
Yeah. Those words, it's just like a word cloud.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see what you got.
Rakish Spanish Empress party hat.
Good. I like it.
All right.
See what other folks are.
All right. Yeah, we've got, let's see.
Cowboy hat with flames on it.
Stetson cowboy hat.
Excellent.
Cowboy hat with flames. That's good. Oh, we've got a couple of
flaming cowboys.
Oh, it's just one Peaky Blinder. Another cowboy hat.
Do crowns count? I think that's a very good question.
Sure.
I think they count.
Sure, crowns count.
Yep.
Yeah, crowns definitely count. We could ask our resident milliner later. We got a pink rhinestone cap. Yeah, there's this one sounds especially fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's more than 5 words, but it sounds like it needs more than 5 words.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we play these nice people a song?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, I need my plectrum.
Oh, I saw one over there.
There it is, under my other hat.
Under your other hat. So this song that we're gonna play them. Let's tell them about it.
Yeah.
This comes from our Marie Curie inspired song cycle, which we've been working on recordings for, which are coming along really excitingly. This song is inspired by, well, the story of Curie and radium goes back hundreds of years before she actually discovered the element. Back in the 15th century, miners were digging for ore in the Carpathian Mountains, and the miners would get sick with something called the mountain sickness. And the best scientific guess at the time for what caused it was dwarves dwelling deep in the mines who were jealous of the ore being stolen by the miners, and
Obviously.
so they cursed the dwarves cursed the ore. And then fast forward to Curie's time, she discovers that the mineral pitchblende, which is a product of mining, like in the Carpathian Mountains, it seems to exhibit this phenomenon she coins as radioactivity. And it turns out pitchblende contains minute quantities of an element that had never before been discovered, known as radium. And pitchblende comes from the German word Pechblende, which means bad luck mineral. So what was causing the mountain sickness was, in fact, the miners inhaling.
That was back when
radioactive
Egypt
dust.
ruled.
Yes, back when Egypt ruled
Germany.
Yes.
Beneath the gently swaying pines, inside a deep dark hole, if you dare to take what's mine, I will eat your soul. Put this mountain in your spoon, feel the hot embrace. All the fairy tales are true. It will turn your bones to the finest lace. Bad luck, hard rock, no matter how you slice it or break it apart. Live once, die twice. Find a little magic, but it won't play nice. To ask why. Got another grave today, under a silver moon and a cobalt sky. Bad luck, hard rock, no matter how you slice it or break it apart. Live once, die twice. Find a little magic, but it won't play nice. A curse folded in the ore. You could say it could be worse. I'll give you more than what you bargained for. Bad luck, hard rock, no matter how you slice it or break it apart. Live once, die twice. Send you up, my daughter, but she won't play nice. Bad luck, daughter, but she won't play nice. True story.
How's your hat doing? Seems like. Do you want to?
I might have to switch.
Do you want to switch it out?
Yeah.
Let's switch it out.
This is a hat-heavy show, and I'm wearing this now.
Oh yeah, that's
It's kind of like a truncated top hat.
Yeah, it's a little Sally Bowles, a little cabaret. It's
That's
good.
me.
Yeah, that's how I think of you.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, this is
I had to
Charming
put the thing
Disaster,
down.
and we are here with you for the quarantine live stream. And the theme of this week's show is kind of, well, hats. So if you're wearing one, tell us about it. We had a question in the comments. Someone was asking us how the great limoncello experiment is doing.
Mm.
And that's a very good question. If you've been with us over the last few weeks, you know that we, as scientists, have embarked on a road of experimental discovery. You see, we have a hypothesis that there is enough vitamin C in lemon peels alone to prevent scurvy, and that vodka is a viable medium to preserve them over the course of a long sea voyage. So we have been steeping our lemon peels in the jar for the last 4 weeks, and today we have determined that it is sufficiently lemony, and we have added simple syrup, and we're just about to do the final experiment here live on screen. Are you ready?
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm ready.
decant it into our drinking glasses, and if you would like to let us know what you are drinking out there in the ether, we would very much like to know.
Okay, here are the beakers. This is one beaker.
Beaker number 1, beaker number 2.
And here we have the treatment here.
That's right. Now we have removed the peels. We considered whether we ought to save them and pickle them or candy them or something, but we decided that
we had no time for that crap.
Weren't going to do it, and so we threw it away. Sorry.
All right, so please present the beaker. I will.
Okay, beaker number 1.
How many milligrams do we want?
Oh, just a few milligrams, like a therapeutic dose. That's good. Oh shoot, I was gonna get seltzer from the soda machine so we could, make it like a fizzy science experiment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a
Is
lot.
that a lot?
Limoncello is basically straight vodka with a little bit of sugar in it.
I was there when we were making it.
Yeah. So most people drink it in very small quantities, and it's very sweet also. This is science, everybody.
We have 2 specimens of lemon bits.
Yep. This is what's known in science as the garnish. I'm putting mine in because I think it looks pretty. Also, I think the lemon, the yellow and the pink, it's so Eastery.
Yeah, we're
like Easter eggs. Look at that.
Like chicks.
Yeah, like an Easter chick in a.
And an Easter
All right,
egg.
so.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To science.
To science, and to all of you.
Mmm.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, that's good.
I can feel the scurvy receding.
Yeah, I could go on a long sea voyage with that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. We did it, everyone.
We did it.
Success.
Thank
Eureka.
Thank you for witnessing
Yes,
this.
thank you for being with us for this important process of discovery.
Oh, it's going to make the pipes work much better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all those symptoms of scurvy that we were experiencing.
Bleeding gums and
pain, I forget. Connective tissue
scourge.
issues. Yeah, I mean, you all identified all of those symptoms pretty well, so you know what we're free of now. All right. Well, This is much better than I expected it to be. I think that's...
This is home
No,
brewed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and a big shout out. I don't think they're watching, but a big shout out to my sibling-in-law, Ash, and their partner, Nicole, who inspired this concoction by sending some limoncello that they made for Christmas.
Now we can finally take that sea voyage.
All right, I'm ready for sea voyage.
Me too.
You want to play them another song?
Sure.
All right.
I wish to play.
Another song.
What is that? Let's see if I can position it, not knock our science over. All right. Ready?
Sure. Oh.
Oh.
Do we want to tell them about the clapping? Or not?
Well, it's too late now.
Okay.
Told them.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Clap along if you like. Farewell, wishing well, I said what's on my mind. There's no more to tell, so take another dime. I must be moving on, now the shadows grow long. I never was the superstitious kind.
What is this waking me down in the deep? Voice like a silver coin rings in my sleep. Don't be so hasty, no, don't turn your back. I could deliver you all that you ask. We've done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going. What sweet melody echoes soft and low. There's no one but me, and I am not alone. Did I wake up in a dream? That's no reflection I see. Swimming in the waters down below. Begging your pardon, I know what you wish. Let's make a bargain and both benefit. Did I wake up in a dream? That's no reflection I see. My proposition is down in the wishing well. Done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going. Oh yeah. Clap. Yeah, this is what we'll talk about later. Black hair, skin so fair, eyes are jaded green. Beauty with an emerald stare, so hungry and so sweet. How can I be sure such a slippery creature will keep her fishy promises to me? Treasures and riches and servants and silks, power to bend all the world to your will. How can I be sure such a slippery creature will keep her fishy promises down in the wishing well? Crawl in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. Crawl in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. We've done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going. Farewell, wishing well, I leave you with this song. I'm free from the spell that held me for so long. Is it such a wicked thing for one who would be king to grant dominion of this wet abode? 10,000 gods damn you, I was such a fool. Snared by your serpent tongue, trapped in this pool. So we said we would talk about the clapping. Should we talk about the clapping?
Sure.
Okay. So this song has two like rhythmic flavors, let's call them. There's the like
Yeah, I think
like
let's just
well, okay, but
don't
like
get too involved with it.
all right, I was gonna say that there's
right
like there's like an A part and a B part, and the B part is when the clapping happens.
Mm-hmm.
So the lyrics cue is when does it happen? It's when we go into black hair, skin so fair. Yeah. Okay. So there's a chorus, and then Jeff starts singing.
Black hair, skin so fair, eyes a jaded green.
Right.
Such.
And so here's how the clapping goes. This one is not complicated. It's just like clapping a lot.
But you will be tested. Okay. Black hair, skin so fair, eyes a jaded green. A beauty with an emerald stare, so hungry and so sweet.
So that's all it is. You can stomp your foot. So if you're stomping your foot, it's just like boom, 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 boom. But you clap twice as much. So it's every stomp you get 2 claps. So it's like.
Black hair, skin so fair, eyes a jaded green. Beauty with an emerald stare, so hungry and so sweet. Yeah. So on.
All right. So you want to try it one more time. Everybody at home, you can join
put your drink
in.
down.
Yep. Put your
Strap your
limoncello
hat
down.
on.
Strap your hat on. And we'll play through my part. You through the
Sure.
treasures and riches, and I'll keep clapping as I sing.
Okay.
And you can all clap along. So it'll be like a whole verse. You have lots of time to join in. Okay, ready?
Starting from black hair.
Yep. Count us in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Black hair, skin so fair, eyes are jaded green. Beauty with an emerald stare, so hungry and so sweet. How can I be sure such a slippery creature will keep her fishy promises to me?
Treasures and riches and servants and silks, power to bend all the world to your will. Glory or love or whatever you seek, I'll grant your wishes down in the wishing well. And so on. So next time we play your town, you're in the society, the mysterious hand. You just you get your little flamenco claps going.
Yeah.
And we'll know exactly who you are.
And if you need to practice, it's on the recording.
It is. It's on the recording. So, yeah, just break out your copy of Spells and Rituals, put the needle down in the right groove, or, whatever you kids do, and, just pour yourself some limoncello or whatever you've got.
Whatever you do.
Yeah, get clapping.
Yeah.
All right, thus concludes this week's clapping.
I can't wait till we go on tour.
exercise.
We're going to have all these
God, it's going to be so great.
clappers out there.
You know what I was thinking about earlier? I was thinking about how this show is kind of like a microcosm of us on tour in a way. Because there's playing songs, which happens, but there's a lot more of everything else than
That's
there
true.
is actually playing songs. There's getting obsessed with weird stuff and weird rituals and
traveling,
traveling,
eating,
okay.
Eating in weird places, staying in strange
But there's
places.
also meeting all these nice weirdos everywhere we go, and making friends and getting to connect people and getting to collaborate with interesting folks we meet along the way. And in that sense, this is a little bit like being on tour, and that is kind of my segue into our guest.
Oh, yeah.
See how I did that?
That was good.
Yeah.
It just blew right by me.
Yeah. All right.
You're so smooth.
So, Susan Saas is a milliner, freelance illustrator, and fearless craftsperson living in Pelham, New York, which is where Jeff grew up. How long have you known Sue?
I don't know when we met Sue. We didn't grow up together, but she was in the same. I don't know. Were you in the same building as Mom?
All right, well, we can talk.
Right, we'll talk about it
we can
later.
talk more about it.
I've always known you. That's how it feels.
Jeff, for 500 years. So she received her BFA in illustration from Rhode School of Design and her Millinery Certificate, which who even knew that was a thing?
She's a card-carrying milliner.
from the Fashion Institute of Technology. Her illustration work has appeared in a variety of publications, from the New Yorker to the Irish Times to Charming Disaster cover art. Unable to shake an obsession with hats and headwear, she enrolled in the Millinery Certification program at F.I.T, and the rest, as they say, was history. And she's also done some very cool stuff for Broadway shows, doing sewing, crafting hats and props for Mary Poppins and the Lion King and the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. And she is an artist of many mediums, including, but not limited to, the art of the hat, such as. And we are so excited to welcome her here to the Quarantine Livestream. Susan Saas, we summon you!
And there she is.
I'm here.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you.
It's so nice to see you again, because we saw you this afternoon when we were talking about the show, and now we get to see you again, which is so fun.
Yes, and you look fantastic.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you are wearing right now?
Right now, I'm actually wearing two hats because I couldn't decide. So I'm going to take off my triangles.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, how geometric.
Geometric, yes. And this is just my beret.
Oh, so cool.
I love it.
But then there's more. Then if you're feeling, I don't know, like Napoleon, you can go with this.
I am fond of the Napoleon. Oh, yeah, let's see the Napoleon hat.
Yeah.
For all the short people out there.
Now, did you base that off of anything, I mean, besides the traditional, French?
Not, I think I was looking at some paintings that Picasso had done. And so I was kind of inspired by that, and also the political climate. And
Sure, understood.
So
it's pretty magnificent. Is that made out of straw? What is that made out of?
This is straw. This is made out of straw and wire, and it's bent and steamed, and it has a grosgrain ribbon on the edge.
And when you get inspired, you see something or you feel a certain way, you just make a hat out of, depending.
Yeah, exactly. It's I can work on if I'm working on a painting, sometimes I'm inspired to pick up some felt or fabric, and it just kind of, there's like a balance or a conversation that happens with, I need a hat with the pieces. So it's just, it's like a conversation between the different medium.
So cool. Well, Susan, I am led to understand that you're going to walk us through a kind of secret history of hats. And we would be so delighted if you would share these millinery mysteries with us.
Absolutely. Fire away.
All right, let's see.
What do we have? The Egyptians. Yes.
Oh, yes, we talked about this.
Go on. What were you going to say?
Oh, we talked about Egypt and its role in Easter.
Yes, exactly. And I just love, I think what I know is that the Egyptians, I think they shaved their heads and they wore wigs and hats and things like that. And I love looking at the hieroglyphics and the headdresses, and, it's like otherworldly, it's like extraterrestrial, and I love it. So, yeah.
Should I go to the next one?
What was that?
Yeah, you just tell me when you want me to go to the next slide, and I'll hit the button.
And these are just early forms of headwear, and helmets. And the next slide, please. The Phrygian cap. That's the Liberty cap, which that was a very old hat, which was kind of brought back to life during the American Revolution and the French Revolution. And I just love the shape of it.
It looks uncomfortable being made out of stone, but I guess
that's when people were stone, right?
Exactly. It was waterproof. And those are some of my friends. Early hat making in the factories and hand sewing, and. It's very similar to that these days, still, I would say. the tables of people working and stitching, and the equipment that we use it's very similar. The blocks that I use, even the ones that you see on eBay, they all seem to be, like 100 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
So they have lots of secrets and pinholes.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I believe, is showing the felting process and how, well, it kind of ties in with Mad Hatter disease, and what happened with taking the fur from the skin of the animal and using different chemicals, including mercuric nitrate, and that would help to mat the fibers, and then they would be formed into these cone shapes that hat makers would use. And in the steaming process, the hat makers would inhale the toxic fumes and eventually get really sick.
Mm.
And next slide. And that's one of those, that's the conformator. And that is an old school, and I love the way they look, for accurately measuring your head.
Wow.
Wow.
And then what did one do with those measurements?
Then those measurements would be kept by the hat maker, and you would have the interior exactly specifically for your head.
Cool.
Kind of like a shoemaker with the shoe lasts and stuff.
Wow.
But they're cool looking pieces, and that's more the same. That could be.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. I'm going back to the conformateur because I feel like one could almost wear this as a hat.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the way it looks.
And I love that thing that comes off the top.
Yes, you can.
Is that like a sundial?
Yes.
For telling time.
Your telescope or periscope. No, but yeah, it's fascinating. I love those things.
All right, I'm moving on to the next one. If you're ready.
That's us.
Yeah.
And the next. And those are like the tools that we use. I mean, like not much has changed. I'll demonstrate in a little bit. And I mean, I'm using similar equipment to do the hat making. So
neat.
Yeah. I think there's more. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
The Mad Hatter.
Classic.
Exactly. Oh, that's Kenny. I made that hat for Kenny. Just
for a Mad Tea Party.
Yes.
That is gorgeous. I would definitely wear that.
It was fun. Oh, other forms of hats and headwear. Very modern, very Pierre Cardin.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Some of them.
In
the Baroness. Someone I look up to for style inspiration.
Do you want to talk about the Baroness Elsa von Freytag? What's her name?
Baroness Elsa von Freytag, and she was a poet and she was a Dadaist, and I think she was born in Poland, and she spent time in Greenwich Village. This was like beginning of the last century, and she was just, I don't know, maybe we're like coming back into this type of style moment where everybody's been locked down and now everybody's just gonna let it out.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, I love that.
What's this one?
I think that's her as well. I mean, just more.
The spoons are fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, and the Bauhaus parties and Louise Brooks. And this, I mean, that hat right there. I love that.
Yeah.
And matadors. You gotta have a matador hat.
Yeah.
So good.
So it's fun. I mean, I make these things because, and there's your mantilla. I mean, I make things that I want to wear, so Schiaparelli, the shoe, and that's my hat.
That's yours. Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you. And those are just some of the ones that.
Those are all yours?
Yeah. So, I mean, these are, yeah.
The triple top hat is my favorite, I think. And there's you.
There's me. Yeah. That's one of the latest.
Oh, yeah, the boat beret.
Yeah. That's it. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
So Susan, would you do us the honor of showing us a little bit about how your process works? I mean, as a layperson, hats are totally mysterious to me. They're just like things that you encounter in the world and you say, this one would suit me or this one wouldn't suit me. But the process of going from like a bunch of fibers to something like this is like totally mysterious.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will show you how I block a hat. And basically, the felt comes in forms that are called hoods and bodies. And for the hat that I'm making here, I'm going to use a body, which is a little bit bigger. And what I have done is earlier in the day, I got things started by wetting a felt. This is it's a beaver felt, not made out of beaver, but rabbit fur. And what I did was I got it wet with water, turned it inside out, and rolled it up, and I've had it in a plastic bag near the radiator so that the moisture could, kind of get into the fibers a little bit, and it smells like fur. And so what I'll do now, it's still pretty damp. I'm going to put it on my steamer, which is right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I think you can see part of it. So my rope.
And what makes felt from fur?
So basically, it's the fur is taken, from a rabbit, which is hard to do as a vegetarian and animal lover. But
Happy Easter.
Exactly. The little bunny. The Easter bunny. Don't show this to kids. So basically, it's the felting process, which is a whole other show. But yeah, so what happens is the felt it's like it just becomes this form, and it's very pliable. And once it is, steamed, it gets really, really pliable. And then I will show you. I'm covering it. Plastic bag. This might take a minute or two.
Okay, so you're steaming it. It's steaming now. Got it.
Yeah. So how are you?
Good. Well, I know you can have felt from wool, right? And materials.
So there is different kinds of felt. There is wool felt, which is taken from, the sheep. But the rabbit fur, it's unfortunate that I've been told it comes from the French food industry, or, at one time, and the skins would be sent to the Czech Republic, which was like a major supplier, manufacturer of the felt. So I'm going to be making a hat very similar to this one, and like the one that Elia's wearing. And I can show you, this is a hood, which is just basically a bell shape, which is good for cocktail hats, cloches, smaller hats without big brims. And this is it's a flat fur felt. You can't really see it. But there's different textures and patterns.
Cool.
See.
Wow.
So,
There's a lot of favorite. I just want to share some of these comments with you, Sue, since you can't see them. But there's some people really digging your hats.
This is cardboard. Don't wear it in the rain. And if you get bored, you can talk to my friend.
Oh yeah, I saw him on that Bauhaus picture.
So right now the felt is getting very mushy in a plastic bag.
While the felt is getting mushy, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What was the first hat you ever made?
You know, I might have that still, but I won't get it because it'll take me a long time to find it. But I think it was like a little cloche that I made. And F.I.T. You know, actually, the first hat I ever made, I think, was inspired by, you know, I did not know what I was doing. I was probably 12. I think I saw like Susie and the Banshees. Like, I don't know what she was wearing, but I was like, I'm going to have to recreate this. And again, this was like before the internet, before, you know, Michael's Crafts or whatever. So luckily my grandmother was a seamstress and she had some supplies. So I was just making it up. And sometimes I think before you know how to do something the right way, like hat making, it's interesting to just kind of let yourself go and make something the way you think that it should be. And I mean, I ended up making hats out of, like, I sewed cranberries together or newspaper. So it was just using what you had.
Yeah.
Just letting your mind go a little bit. Just being inspired.
Cranberries and newspaper, everyone. You heard it here.
And wax, yeah. So true stories. All right, I am going to turn the steamer off because it's getting steamy. And the felt is very mushy. I don't know if you can see. So what I'm doing is I just put it on a block, and it's very wet and it's warm, and I'm pulling down on the felt, and I'm going to use a brush, and like the top hat that you are wearing, Jeff, it has a sheen to it, and that's kind of what I'm doing what I'm doing with this brush is just trying to get the sheen up. And I think they would use sperm whale oil back in the day to do that, or like seal oil or something, to make the hats very shiny and waterproof. And yeah,
whale oil, that checks out.
Okay, so I am still pulling down it, and I'm going to brush again to get rid of my little fingerprints.
And that form that you're using is very old, you were saying.
It's a very old bowler crown.
Wow.
And right now I am going to move it into, it looks like a toilet seat. It is not a toilet seat. But you could probably block a hat on your toilet seat if you had to.
In a pinch.
In a pinch, your toilet seat would work. So right now I'm sinking this in to the drop-in brim. And I'm kind of doing this quickly so I'm not getting all the wrinkles out.
So I hope everyone at home is following along. You have your toilet seat out and your rabbit fur felt.
Yes. So you have no excuse for no hat this weekend.
That's
or
right.
any day. Let me get my rope. So I'm doing this really quickly, but you would take a rope. And what you have on the block is this groove.
Oh, yeah.
And so I would stand here and steam the felt more, and it would drape nicely. It's so fun it's so satisfying, gratifying to do this, because the felt just kind of falls into place. And then I would brush it some more, and then I would rope it with the rope and brush it some more, and then I would let it dry on a radiator or out in the sun on a sunny day, or in the oven at like 225, 45 minutes. Pop the crown, put it back in for another 45 minutes, and then take it off the block, brush it again, and then do your mark. Actually, before you take it off the block, do your marking, your center front, your center back, your sides, and then once you do that, you take it off, and then you decide what do you want to do, like what kind of a trim do you want on it.
I see.
So that's kind of like how it happens. And then in the end, you have a hat.
That is so cool. Wow.
Look at that. Amazing.
Amazing. We have some questions from the audience. Can we share some of the questions with you?
Sure. Lay it on me.
All right. So we have a question. If I have a misshapen felt hat, can I reshape it like this?
Like as a specific shape? Yes, you can reblock. I mean, here's the thing. If you wear your hat out in the rain and there's no umbrella or anything and it's a soggy mess, hats have memory. So if you take the hat off and you kind of shape it back as best as you can, and you can stuff it with newspaper, and just or call your local hat maker to see if they can help you. But yeah, I think hats have memory and nothing. I mean, it can be turned into something else, if anything.
Yeah, a toilet maybe or
crafty.
something. Yeah.
Sarah asks, do you have a favorite hat maker?
Elsa Schiaparelli.
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
Keenan.
Great.
Get
You
the
did not.
together.
You didn't even have to think about that.
No. I mean, there's, I just, I don't know. Just it's. I mean, it's like a pigeon on your head. But I mean, Schiaparelli did so many cool things, and she designed jewelry and shoes and clothes, and I love her hats. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Carrie wants to know, is there a particular resource you would recommend for a novice hat maker to study?
Wow. There's the history of hats and hat making. Where is my book? I'm not seeing it. But the Costume Institute at the Met. I don't know if their stuff is online. Google Elsa Schiaparelli. I mean, look at the history of hats. I have to have that book somewhere. I don't want to. I'm leaving you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I am definitely going to ask you to reblock I have this wonderful hat from Saks Fifth Avenue that was my grandfather's hat. It has his initials in it. And it fits me perfectly, but it's a little battered, and I'm going to bring it to you and see if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, please. And that's, and I love looking at old hats and how they did it. And it's funny because it's like we do the same thing. But some of the details are very sweet, and the way, some of the bows have little tack marks that are just like little X's or something. Just the tiny details can be so sweet. So yeah, I love seeing that. It's like channeling. It's like it's a seance or something.
That is
So
cool.
this is a this book here has a history of fashion and headwear. This is a good. I mean, there's it goes through the centuries.
That does seem like an incredible resource.
Yeah.
We have one more question for you, if that's all right. Misty would like to know, which hat is your favorite that you've made for someone else?
Oh my God. Wow. That's a hard, because I feel like, who have I made? I'm stumped. I don't know. Because sometimes, okay, since I'm looking at it, I made something like this for Kenny, the teacup photo in the slideshow. And this was, he wanted something like this. And so, so I ended up making a few more in this shape. So that's kind of, I like when somebody has an unusual request. I make all kinds of hats. So, I can do, your run-of-the-mill hat. I can do, for me, I like whatever is inspiring to me, I've got the hairpin hat.
Oh yeah, let's see
I
that
love
one.
the hairpin hat.
So this is like a hat that's just covered with my lining. I need a lining in there, but it's just all those little copper hairpins.
Porcupine.
Yeah, and this one, I love this.
Oh, it's so great.
Shapes. So actually, wait a minute. I made a hat for Myra Kalman, and it was very similar to this one. So there we go.
That's amazing. I love Myra Kalman, and she's so inspiring as an artist as well. Like the way she kind of processes. Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
And if someone approached you to make them a hat, do you make hats for people? If someone wanted to.
If you got a head, you got a hat.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And you know, because people say, "Oh, my head's too big" or "My head's too small." There's no hat for me. There is a hat for you. If you, I mean, it's, you know, I want the person to wear the hat. I don't want the hat to wear the person. And
Sure.
I think, you know, there are hat people who are very comfortable in a hat. Like I love hats, and I will wear. I've worn most of these hats in public. I mean, so it's, you know, it's like they're good for social distancing, because sometimes people will stay away, which is really good. So they can be repelling. But I can make a hat for anyone, and I'm happy to, you know, but I want the person to be genuinely like, I love it, I want to wear it.
Right.
You know.
Cool. Well, if people want to get in touch with you, we just shared your Instagram profile in the chat comments. So everybody definitely go and follow Sue on Instagram. Her channel is really great, and she shares pictures of hats as well as all the other illustration work that she does. And I'm going to share your Etsy as well. Although I know that you don't have hats on your Etsy at the moment, but you have some other wonderful artwork on there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so people can reach you through Instagram if they're interested in commissioning a hat.
Something like this.
Yeah. Everyone needs something like that.
Everybody needs something like that. And we also want to just share with everybody that you've been hearing a lot about our Marie Curie Song Cycle project, and we have been working with Sue on the artwork to accompany that, and we're so excited about it. There's some beautiful images that you will see in the not too distant future. Yeah. So yeah, Sue, we're so happy to be working with you on that.
Thank you. Fun. Love you. Thank you.
Wonderful. So we are going to banish you back into the abyss and play a couple more songs for these nice folks. But thank you so much for joining us, and stick around so we can hang out after the show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And she's
gone, but her hats remain. That was wonderful. I love hearing artists talk about their process, and like it's just so inspiring, especially when people are just coming up with new ideas and not being stopped by their, you know, anything, any limitation. I mean, if you have an idea, if you have some cranberries, some newspaper, and a toilet seat, like you could make beautiful art. Anything is possible. All right, let's play some music. Let's do it. That's what we do. All right, that's what we do. Right. That's right. Okay. How's the limoncello working for you? It's good. We'll see. We'll find out. What's the next? This is a song for the springtime. A song about our friend Persephone and her yearly cycle. Here we go. Yeah. Oh wait, we didn't turn the thing. I want it to sound really good. I know. Yeah. Do the thing. All right. They got through the first half a line 2 times. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank goodness. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Much better. So much better. We all
precious gem, the jewels bright on my tongue. I taste the ruby soft as caviar, as sweet as summer sun. The six seeds sing to me. The six seeds send me underground. Six seeds set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine. My heart is in your hand. I
Sing to me.
your fingers stained with red, just
Set
like
me
the
free.
summer sun. I'll help you to forget.
When I look in the mirror,
Sing to me.
divided into parts. The
Set me
daylight
free.
warms my skin. The night wraps round my heart. Six seeds sing to me. Six seeds send me underground. Six seeds set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine.
I've been waiting my whole life for your attention and your smile.
You and I
Will
rule this nightmare day by day and side by side. I don't ask for all your time, just forever. Will you be mine? Six seeds sing to me. Six seeds send me underground. Six seeds set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine. Six seeds sing to me. Six seeds send me underground. Six seeds set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine. Your season comes around
seeds sing to me.
again. The winter world above
Six seeds
as
set
I
me free.
descend into the dark, my friend, my enemy, my love, my enemy, my love, my enemy, my love, my enemy, my love.
True story. True story.
You keep saying that. They're gonna
They're all true.
like a boy who cried wolf situation.
No, hardly.
Well, you know what time it is.
Oh, is it time?
It is a very special
Ooh.
time.
Should we do it a cappella?
Alright.
Something different?
Yeah, sure.
A little snap?
If you like. Alright.
Okay, or claps, or
No, snapping's
toe
good.
tap? Okay.
Parse a postal letter, drop us a line. We'll open it together at mailbag time. Send a picture, postcard, or a bottle of wine. We'll open it together at mailbag time. Tap upon your typewriter, tell us you're fine.
We'll open it together at mailbag time. Taxidermy turtles or pickles in brine. We'll open it together at mailbag time.
Oh, that's like it's like we're half of a barbershop quartet.
It's like
we're like a barbershop half.
We're like an illegal barbershop duet.
All right, well, let's go in size order. We'll start with the littlest one. We'll end up with the biggest one.
Is this littlest?
No, there's one littler. This is the littlest.
The teeniest.
Okay,
now.
this is an envelope that comes to us from a certain Buffano in Alston, Massachusetts. It is a card. Oh, it says Pantone. It's getting keyed out by the... Trust us when we tell you this color is Pantone 113. It's nice, in fact, that it's written on it. So if you can't tell that this is a very nice yellow, it's like a saffron yellow. Anyway, take our word for it. It's nice. Dear sirs and madams, my domestic partner and I are oft to attend your live stream exhibitions. We enjoy popcorn on those occasions. It has come to my attention that I may or may not have eaten all of the popcorn for breakfast. Needless to say, the situation is potentially very embarrassing to me, not to mention the possibly devastating effect this might have on my domestic situation. Oh dear.
True.
I refer specifically to certain generosities of affection I normally receive. I ask, if possible, that you send one microwavable serving of popcorn. Post haste. Yours, as ever, Peter Buffano. Peter, we will take your request under serious advisement. And,
one serving. That's not one kernel, but that one
no, one microwavable serving. I mean, like, what is a serving? Who's to say what is a serving?
What isn't microwavable?
And I'm curious about whether popcorn for breakfast includes more, like, breakfasty accoutrements, like maple syrup or cinnamon,
honey?
or, like, is it a sweeter popcorn?
If
or
milk, you put it
like
in
a
milk?
cheesy popcorn. Anyway, thank you, Peter, for your kind message. We will look into this.
We will look into this.
What's next?
We have this mysterious missive.
Oh, another envelope. They can't see
see
that,
it, but
no.
it's... See how mysterious it is? It's just blank.
Okay, and it's addressed to Charming Disaster. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Opening it. Hope it's not,
Don't get a paper cut.
Hope it's not spiders.
I hope it is spiders.
Not like last.
You can't make both of us happy. Oh. This is a picture of a little kitty that is named after me. And Roberta, thank you so much for sending this picture of my namesake kitty at the
stink butt.
Is
that what it's called?
Wow. Good night, everybody.
I'm just joking.
Oh,
That's
you're just
lovely.
joking. Okay, that's nice.
All right, what else we got for
Wow. Maybe you should have a little less limoncello. All right. This next one is addressed to me, actually, technically.
What's your name?
Yeah, well, because technically I opened it because I ordered it.
Oh, excellent.
But I ordered it for us for our library. This is a copy of Tiny Oxford by Lee Harper, who was a guest on the show a couple weeks ago. You saw some of Lee's miniatures of horrid, gruesome murder scenes, but she also makes these delightful miniatures of places in her hometown of Oxford, Mississippi, and this book captures them in photographs.
That's so cool.
They're these faithful recreations of these beloved local landmarks, and they're tiny. That's a quarter on this page, and that is not a giant quarter in front of an actual picket fence.
We don't know, though.
Well, yeah,
it could be.
No, you're right.
It could be that. Could be the landmark.
It's one or the other.
The world's largest quarter.
Yep. Anyway, Lee Harper, you can find this book on her website if you look for Tiny History Studios.
So cool.
Yeah. So we had to have one for the library.
Nice call.
Yeah. You know, and like it's good to support other local artists. All right, you can open this one.
All right.
I don't know what it is, but
it comes from Amazon.
Do you need your ceremonial knife for this?
I do.
Here. Be
Try not to
careful.
hurt anybody. Hope it's nothing living. Oh. The whole death catalog.
Oh my goodness.
In the tradition of Mary Roach's best-selling Stiff and Jessica Milford's classic expose, The American Way of Death, comes this meticulously researched, refreshingly irreverent, and lavishly illustrated book, At Death from acclaimed author Harold Schechter. Wow.
Some light reading from Sarah and Brandon. Thank you, Sarah and
thanks,
Brandon.
guys. That's so nice.
That is really nice. And death culture is a really interesting thing. I don't know if anybody's read any of Caitlin Doherty's books.
Yeah, her Twitter feed is great.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
Society
like the Order,
of the Good Death.
Yeah, the Order of the Good Death.
Order of the Good Death.
Yeah, so thank you. I have not heard of this book, and I'm interested in exploring it. All right, we've got two more. This was a particularly...
I give you the blade.
Thank you. I will be mindful with the blade.
Hope it's not a bunny.
Oh, speaking of bunnies, I keep wanting to talk about Beatrix Potter, and I keep not finding... Oh, you know what? I'm opening this upside down. I feel like that's gonna... Oh, also this package says, do you believe in magic?
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Do you want me to open it?
Yeah,
We can
here.
talk fine.
Okay. So, I don't know if that message is for us or for the postal carrier. So I keep wanting to talk about Beatrix Potter, and thinking maybe we'll do a show around Beatrix Potter. But this being the Easter show, this seems like maybe this is the show to talk about Beatrix Potter. Yeah. So everybody knows Beatrix Potter as the, famous author of Peter Rabbit and all those other little stories. Beautifully illustrated. But
I love those books.
She was really interested in science and naturalism and biology, and she was really discouraged from following those interests as a woman of a certain social class during her time. And so she pursued illustration. When she wrote Peter Rabbit, she was like making like cards, like as an illustrator. When she wrote Peter Rabbit, she brought it to the publisher who made her greeting cards, and he declined to publish it, and so she published it herself, and then it was a huge success, and the rest is history. But the part about Beatrix Potter's story that I love the most, the detail that I love the most, it's not just that, she had like a scientific curiosity, or that she was a talented artist, or that she was like a self-made, self-published author, but also when she was a child, she and her sister, they had all these small pets, and she wanted to be able to draw them accurately. And so when the pets died, they would boil the bunny and put the bones back together so that she could see like how the skeleton was articulated. And so every time I heard this on some radio show some time ago, and I just, whenever I think of Beatrix Potter, whenever I think of the Easter Bunny, I think Beatrix Potter, and then whenever I think Beatrix Potter, I think about her boiling the bunny to see the bones. And now you can all think about that as well. All right, this package comes to us from Catherine Bowen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Professor Bellows.
And there's an inquiry for Professor Bellows. It's actually a gift for Professor Bellows. And it is this sticker of a blazing accordion. So we will bestow this upon Professor Bellows immediately. Thank you. This is the first mail Professor Bellows has received by way of postal service. That is very exciting. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. So many gifts.
So many things
so much
in this
lovely.
package. So much. Oh. There's a pair of earrings of a rabbit and a hat. One is a rabbit and one is a hat. It's perfect for
prophetic.
It is. It's prophetic. All right, so I'm gonna swap these in. The hat is perfectly prophetic, and the bunny is perfectly prophetic. Yes. That is remarkable. We did not discuss this in advance. Oh my gosh.
All right, so I have a package here, and there's these little handcuffs are done up on my name tag. I wonder what that means.
I've got tiny handcuffs too.
Oh, I wonder
Oh,
what this
maybe
means.
there's a tiny prison where the tiny.
Yes, so the tiny
handcuffs.
monsters. So
Yeah.
oh.
Well, I hope those tiny handcuffs come in handy next time we have the shrink ray. Oh.
Wow, so good. Master
Look at
of
those
magic
socks. Those are
I
fantastic.
need these.
Ooh, and I got tights with stars on them, which will definitely come in handy next time we're performing live and people can see our legs.
These are amazing.
Those are amazing. Socks.
I really need
socks are
socks.
always a good gift for anybody.
And look, a book.
A book. All right. Wow, Catherine, you were like really hitting the nail on the head this week, and you'll see why in a minute. This is a book about Houdini, a pictorial biography, including 250 illustrations. How amazing!
How did you know?
Oh my gosh, how did you?
Oh my god.
It's not a live butterfly.
That is so good.
That is so good.
Thing.
Oh, that is so
Indeed.
good. Did you see me scream? I screamed.
It's great. We're gonna put this in every gift we give him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right.
Is there more? No.
No, there's just one magical butterfly. Catherine, thank you so much. This brings us a lot of joy and future reading.
And we got this lovely envelope. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Wow. Well, I think that means this next song that, mind you, we were already planning to play now, is definitely dedicated to you.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Break out of that black box, throw the ropes off, can you pick locks? Chains wrapped round your shoulders, never were enough to hold you. Darling, cross the border, I am here now waiting for you. Can you hear me in the darkness? It's been so long, it's been so long.
Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name?
Wandering free in a dream of a dream.
Is there somebody calling my name?
Come inside the circle where we sit among the candles. Tap upon the table. Won't you send us any signal? If I could reach out and touch you, would you know me when I come through? Will you meet me in the darkness? Can you hold on? Can you hold on? Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name? Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name? Rainbow bells and sound the trumpet. Are you here, dearly? Please
free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name? Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name? Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name? Wandering free in a dream of a dream. Is there somebody calling my name?
That was, of course, our song Houdini, which was inspired by accounts of Houdini and his wife trying to make contact with each other across the mortal veil.
I don't want to interrupt, but we have
Oh my God, we forgot the largest package of all. We should open that one.
open it.
All right. Well, while you cut
were
that
so
open,
Blown away.
I
by
know
the
we
last-
were so
it's-
blown away.
By every gift is really.
I know we're really just kind of blown away and
Yes.
floored by these.
We're just glad people are
Things.
watching.
I know. We're just glad people are watching, and we're also glad to be keeping the postal service busy.
Yes.
Because we really need them.
Yes.
So let's see. Should I? Okay. It
Almost
seems like
there.
you're almost there.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna.
What you got?
Well, I'm just
Oh.
gonna bring down Professor Bellows because I don't know if everybody knows. This is Professor Bellows.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Bellows is the taxidermy turtle referred to in the mailbag song. And the mailbag song came first, and then Professor Bellows came. Professor Bellows offers advice on this show. If you have a question or need some guidance on anything, you can write an email to secretary@charmingdisaster.com. Write "Attention Professor Bellows" in the subject line, and we will ensure that Professor Bellows answers your query
Oh my
on an upcoming
goodness.
week's show. So, just Professor Bellows. I'm gonna put the professor back.
This is some ancient
What is it? What is it?
ancient god.
Oh my God! It's some sort of cat wine. Is it wine for cats?
Riesling, which is a sweet.
Somebody
German
sent us a bottle of wine in the mailbag. I feel like our destiny is now complete.
Yes.
Who was it?
I don't know.
All right, there's a lot of packing peanuts in there that are in little bits. It just says it's from, we don't know. We don't know who it's from.
So let us know.
If this
You
was
said-
you, I mean, well,
Well,
it's going to make a big mess with these shredded packing peanuts, but I don't see any. All right.
we'll have to go through.
If this was you, fess up. It's cat wine. We're going to give it to our cats, I guess.
No, we're not going to give it to
No,
the
we're gonna
cats.
keep
We're
it.
going to worship it. It's
Alright.
such a beautiful bottle.
It is. It is beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you so much, cat
so
god
much.
or goddess.
Oh, it was Roberta.
Oh,
Thank you, Roberta.
Roberta.
That is so sweet. We will drink to your health and to Tiny Cat Elia's health. All right. Well, we have a few last announcements before we let you all go. We've gone a little long tonight, but I think it was worth it to learn about hat blocking
yeah.
and like everything. Let's see. It's Bandcamp Friday today, which means that if you get music or merch from Bandcamp, which is really the most artist-friendly of all the music platforms out there, any day of the month. But the first Friday of every month, they waive their revenue share in favor of artists. So this is a good time to get anything that you don't already have.
It's a great time to check out Bandcamp in general.
It
if you're
is.
not familiar with the platform.
They have an app that's pretty good for the phone where you can, anything you've purchased on Bandcamp, you can stream on the app, and
There's
yeah.
great editorial
And-
there. It's
And
really
it's
good.
also like you can find other great music on Bandcamp, and like Curtis Eller, who's been on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and like other great musicians. Anyway, go and buy everybody's stuff on Bandcamp today. And if you want to get some stuff of ours, which is a nice way to support the show, you can check out our merch page. I just shared the link there. You can get music as well, but I'm pointing you to the merch page because we released a new t-shirt today. It's very exciting. It pictures a mysterious radio tower emitting signals, and it has silver ink on black. It's really pretty.
And thanks to all who already picked
I
it up.
know. Yes, thank you so much to everybody who has ordered, and also just like thank you all for being here with us and listening and like talking to each other in the comments. Peter wants to know why Professor Bellows doesn't have their own email address. That is a good question. I think we're like at our limit, but maybe we could maybe we could reassign one.
I'll have to ask.
Yeah. Well, you're right, Peter. The professor does need their own email address. Good call. Other announcements? I think that's it for announcements. Just like our gratitude. Also, let's if this were a live show, I would say let's give it up again for Susan Saas, who is so amazing. And a big thank you to henchperson Dan for helping us make this happen behind the scenes.
Yeah. This isn't easy.
There he is.
There he is.
The
mysterious hand of henchperson Dan.
Yes. Oh, and he's gone.
Just like that.
Amazing. All right. Well, we're going to consult the Unicorn Oracle, and then we're going to play you out into the night. So,
you have the...
I do. I have the rapidly dwindling deck of Unicorn Oracle cards. Last year, we drew the Anger Unicorn, and there's just a handful of these left. So, what's going to happen after that? Nobody knows. The future is murky. All right. You want to pick this one?
I do.
The Unicorn Oracle. This deck of cards came to us by accident and has helped guide us ever since. And one lucky merch orderer this week will receive this card in the mail. And what is it?
It is Expansion.
The Expansion Unicorn.
They can't really see this, but...
All right, well then we have to describe it to them, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, this is technically...
It's like a pink winged unicorn Pegasus.
Technically, this looks like a Pegasus. I don't see a horn on this thing at all.
Oh, there's a horn. Anyway.
I think that's an ear. All right, well...
Perhaps, yes. You will have to read it.
Okay.
But it is floating over some green skies.
Yeah, it's like gliding through the sky. It says Expansion, and then in tiny, tiny print it says, spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. What are you made of?
Guts and things and goo. Puppy dog tails. And you?
Cotton candy, obviously. Well, Expansion is the name of the game this week. So take that as you will. I think we're all feeling a little bit of that spring expansion feeling. But, judiciously. But yeah, Expansion. All right, well, we love you all so much, and we're just so happy that we get to do this with you every week. And we're going to keep on doing it. We're hoping that we can start doing live shows again soon, but we're not going to stop doing this
till we stop.
Nobody knows what's going to happen, but
we don't know. We'll have to ask the unicorn.
All right. Well, I said that awkwardly, but really though, I think even when we get back to live shows,
we'll do this. Of course, we'll do this in some form or another.
All right.
This will be fun.
It's the one we didn't practice.
Yeah.
In the dirigible gondola, the clouds fog up your monocle. Wipe it with a handkerchief embroidered with a monogram. Looking for lost continents, you'd better check your pocket watch. You won't be home for luncheon, but they'll keep the platters warm.
Not as pure as gold,
Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as
he
glass.
practiced his experiments.
not as strong as stone.
Flesh and blood will never last. My baby's got a heart of brass. Underneath the diving bell, return to the submersible before the lonely Nautilus can wrap you in its tentacles, moistening your handkerchief to polish your discoveries. The needle of the compass doesn't point to any north, not as pure as gold,
Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as glass.
she practiced her experiments.
Not as strong as stone.
Flesh and blood will never last.
My baby's got a heart of brass. Quinn space laced with laudanum will get you through the tedium of waiting to be rescued from inside the sanitarium. The esoteric brotherhood suspect you're up to nothing good. The ampule in your handkerchief will put them all to sleep. We're all some kind of machine.
We're only cogwheels, pistons and steam.
All of us powered by water and heat. It makes our tick-tock hearts beat, 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 beat. The automaton forever sits its hand upon the writing desk, gently grips a fountain pen that circumscribes an arabesque, deciphering the messages encrypted by the alchemist. A handkerchief will wipe away the secrets that it keeps.
Not as pure as gold,
Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as
he
glass.
practiced his experiments.
Not as strong as stone.
Flesh and blood will never last. My baby's got a heart of brass. Floating down the Amazon, we wonder if we've gone too far. Plunge into the whirlpool at the basin of the waterfall, scribbling this chronicle. The fog clouds up your monocle. A handkerchief can stop or up our message in a bottle. We have left it gently bobbing on the surface of the water as we sail around the spiral into mystery or miracle. Cry into your scry glass, inquire of your oracle. Squint into your spyglass, you can see us wave farewell.
Good night.
Good night, we love you.